Aduh. Ntar share dulu nih biar ada yang nonton. Jangan nih kayaknya video ini ya. Suaranya. Share dulu nih biar ada yang nonton nih. Ada yang nonton parah banget. Wah. Live stream Katawa Shoujo now. Let's go. Selamat malam semua. Jadi malam ini gue mau streaming game apa ya? Gue pengen nyoba visual novel sih. Gue sebenarnya udah lama nggak main visual novel, jadi pengen main. Ini successful. But now, in the late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I reach into my cupped hands and rub them together, furiously to prevent them from rubbing in this cold. Is how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note stayed 4 p.m. Ah yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I was looking. As far as quizzes go, I'm more a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. Bahasa Inggris gue parah banget dah. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in the stagnant world. Snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky. Their slowly scan open the frozen forest, make it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. Maksud kaget gue kira suara apaan. The rustling of the rising on footsteps made to be in quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hi, so you came? And a very audible question. However, I recognized the owner of that dirty voice slowly after my heart. Its voice visited the heart of times, but never as more than I observed the conversation. I turned to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Oh, ini jadi ceweknya gimana sih? Oh, nembak si anjing. Iwanako, I gotta not tell me to wait here. It was yours. Damn it! I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and it was a result. Pathetic iya anjing, pathetic banget hidup lu anjing. Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. Oh, si cewek ngasih surat. Si cowok si surat si cowok. As I just smile, it makes me so tense. I couldn't move single muscle. Iyalah, anjing. Gue juga kalau jadi lu gue ditembak cewek gimana ya? Tapi kalau ceweknya yang lu suka, apaan nih? My heart is pounding now as if it is were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this group for itself. So here we are out in the cold. Once again the voice stirs up the brains. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Cacophonous apa nih? Kayak pohon kako gitu. You wanna go flames ever so softly against the gates of wine. As it passed, she raised herself as if spurred with some new confidence. Her eyes locked with mine as I lightly twist her long dark hair around her finger. All the while the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. It was tight at the wiggle and force a word if I tried. You see? Mampus kenapa? I wanted to know. Anjing, if you go out with me. Yes, I remember myself from my pounding heart. Nembak nih si anjing. Go out with me, berjalanlah denganku. Jadianlah denganku. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Aduh, teh. Pisau? Anjing, bagaimana? I reached up to try to message my throat, but it is only sent spike of blinding pain along my arms. Anjing, deg-degan anjing. Oh, but it feels safe from my eyes which stood open in terror. Yang bagaimana the best sih. Anjir. Pisau. The beating of my chest again. I go weak degrees. Aduh. The world around me, the canopy of branches, the door with the sky. Even a running towards me, all is way too black. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Oh my god, anjir. Gila juga dunia. Dia sakit apaan sih? Sakit jantung apa gimana deh? Dia lagi ditembak cewek yang dia suka. Habis itu sakit jantung aja. Ya elah, si dia amat hidup lu boy. Yang mantep juga nih buat VN jadul kan ini ya, main jadul tahun berapa ini? Nice banget nih, best. Ini aslinya dari Jepang apa dari mana ya sebenarnya? Katawa, Shoujo. Katawa artinya apa anda Katawa? Katawa. Ntar Google dulu. Katawa. Katawa artinya apa anjir? Langsung keluarnya langsung Katawa Shoujo. Disability girls. Oh, Katawa itu disability. Cripple girls. Cewek-cewek cacat. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Ini sakit jantung. Ompus. In all time, I can probably count the times I've left miserable unsupervised on one. What sih? In all time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia, a strange word, baru tahu juga, alien one. I didn't want to be in the same room with a rare condition because it's hard to act erratically, and occasionally beat way too fast. Oh, jadi kencangan denyut jantungnya terlalu. Oh, gara-gara ditembak itu jadi tuk 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 kecepatan. Main ditembak cewek mau mati anjir gara-gara deg-degan anjing mau mati gara-gara tembak cewek goblok. Apparently I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long with udah lama. It's not really a miracle. I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by this than I was. They basically had two hemorrhage apiece. I already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure, kayak corona aja nih. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as I was probably my room in the wall was full of flowers, balloons, and cards, but the teacher should be iya anjing sedih juga ya. Gue juga punya kesibukan masalahnya nggak cuma jengukin ini doang. I realized that the only reason I had gathered so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors by the end of the first months. Sedih banget anjing. Kagak punya temen anjing kayak gue. Sedih banget hidupnya boy. Lu sakit udah mau mati, kagak ada yang datang. Awal-awal doang datang, pas akhir-akhir bulan orang tua lu doang. Itu juga orang tua lu juga sebenarnya males kayak gue. Punya kesibukan. Even of course the last to stop visiting. I was 6 weeks. I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. Iwan aku, yang si cewek tadi yang nembak dia. Nggak mau lah orang sama orang penyakit jantung aja. Tiba cari cowok lain. Gue mah kalau gue mah cari yang kaya, yang strong. Udah panas juga anjing. Terus. Saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she said anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on the snowy day ever again. But the hospital, it's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them. But it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to live. Aduh, anjing, kasian banget ini. Aduh, kapan kok bisa pulang dong? He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries work. Itu nunggu ya kalau misalnya operasinya lancar ya. Ending. Tak kenapa kalau misalnya main visual novel gini, kalau beda anjir, beda live stream sama ngebaca sendiri. Kalau live stream tuh lebih apa ya, lebih lebih gini ini lebih dapet feelingnya kan daripada baca sendiri. Kalau soalnya dibaca ya, kalau apa, kalau main sendiri kan bacanya dalam hati gitu kan. Bacanya baca sendiri. So I early observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly changed its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. Tahu Inggris gue nggak jelas anjing, Inggris gue nggak jago. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get it. The way he shuffles around the answer so that there's at least some hope. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism from a situation. I started reading instead. There was There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a store for books. I began working my way through it. One small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I like reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hand. Anjing merasa telanjang gitu gue kalau nggak ada buku di tangannya. Telanjang. But I love the stories. Well, my life was like. The days become increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass absorbed inside of moving within. A week would go by with a mirror watching it, sometimes a partial realization that I didn't know what the day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me were painfully crashed into my consciousness through the barrier of nurturance I had set up for myself. The base of my bones started to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay there for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. What happened all literally, and I couldn't even cry. Today a doctor comes in and gives me a smile and seems sad but very it's like he's trying to make me able to be happy on my feet home. My brother are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Not even the sort of dress up is some kind of special occasion. Anjing, mau mati gimana anjing? This is it. The root told their head cardiologist has to take his time sorting his papers and setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to me. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Anjing apaan tadi? Pencet sorry. Hello Isao, how are you today? I don't remember I'll be back at it. Gimana nih? Save dulu dah. I don't ask for him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. What's a book? We have all your medications are out. I'll give you the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad. The prescription turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hands and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? What? The absolutely long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems. Oh my god. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane, anjing. Iya bener anjing. Gila ini. Relate. Side effect, adverse effect, contradictions, contraindications, and this says a written line of line with core position. I don't read them, but it's so futile. Futile! I can't say any of it. It only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day. Oh, I think this is the best you can do at this point. Jantung berdebat over navigation are always being developed. I would be surprised to see that list for the way for the years. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? Emang anjing dokter. I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. True that. Also, I've spoken with your parents and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. Jadi, Miss Cornell is always listen to what the dog has to say. Calm down, the way you say it always full well and don't like it. We're going to be homeschooled. We're only going to sell it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it is wise for you to be without supervision. It is not until you're sure that your education is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about the transfer. There's a school called Yamako Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Tapi kan dia jantung anjir. Apa hubungannya sama disabled? Disabled? What am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff. It is only a few minutes from the highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Kayak dorm gitu. Dorm buat cewek-cewek. Enggak cewek-cewek yang punya penyakit ya. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts, designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Okay. Independence. Independence is a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact, boy. It was really that free. There wouldn't be a 24-hour. I will make out of the nearby the selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go. But your mother and I are really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you will like it. Like, I really don't have a choice compared to other health problems. People with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity deh. Bener sih. Aku punya penyakit jantung. Habis itu dia secara tidak langsung dipaksa untuk boarding school, ya kan? Orang-orang cacat aja. Lu bilang itu opportunity, lu bilang itu kesempatan anjing. Kesempatan apaan anjing? Yang ada, udahlah. Bukan kesempatan anjing. Sebuah penurunan anjing. Kesempatan apaan? Penurunan. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one, special school, that's an insult. This is what I want to say is step down. It's not what you think. All of the students are pretty active in their own sort of way. Okay. It's good to as a student and can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. One of my colleagues is a graduate. Beramat anjing. I don't care kan sama deh kayak gue berarti. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by the system. That's what a disability is. Iya. Disability ya itu sesuatu yang mendisable lu kan. A person doesn't have to help. Ya bener anjing. Disability itu ya mendisable lu untuk melakukan sesuatu. Kocak banget anjing. I really had that something so important was said for me, but what can I do about it? Normal life is out of vacation now. Whew, it's funny, I had always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest, I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no, I don't say anything. The fact is that I won't. Now, it's future. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all of this. The hospital, the doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that will make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice, I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very solid. But let me try. A clear slate is a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, even if it's special good, it's something ya. Masih ada sesuatu daripada yang nggak ada sama sekali. Bener, sesuatu daripada nggak sama sekali. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Okay. Oh ini kita. Nggak ini gue bukan kita, gue. Life expectancy. Ini gue suka artwork sih. Bagus. Oh, they look far too pompous for what it was. In fact, guys in general seem to do that, but especially so. Red bricks, black. Oh, ternyata tidak seburuk yang dibayangkan. Black rock idol and grey plaster assembled into a wall that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I thought it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good, yeah, man. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk space. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off, stay open-minded now. It's so real life, yeah, to take it as it comes. Alright, that's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I know about schools. There's an uncanny valley, even though I was told this is my new school. In the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I don't really feel it's real, of course. I was just off the school of disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I step into another dimension. Ya nyari temen bro. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. Attention! It makes me think about hospital again and how they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is calming color. So I'm feeling so anxious despite all this greenery. Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building I surprise myself by realizing why the gate burned me. It was the last chance I had to turn back even if I have no life I could return to. But still, after entering there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with a bad posture noticed me as I entered. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only. Siapa ini? It must be Niki, Nakai. Siapa yang mirip Great Sugu? Ntar gue minum dulu lah. Ntar minum dulu. Oh sayang, ada yang nonton juga lah. Ntar ya. Huh. Aduh, apa terus? Nah, Oke dulu kan. Nakai, so you are excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Welcome. Welcome. Shaking a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. Mirip banget kirim subuh aja. The head nurse asks you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, after all, it's probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. You're waiting already. Waiting for me, I really like being the center of attention. But I guess it's inevitable at a center like this. Somehow, not knowing what it is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Anjing. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Ngapa? Kenapa? Yeah, yaudah, yeah. Yeah, of course. Do you want to introduce yourself? Kita sosok ini dulu deh. Sosok ini dulu. Why not? Of course not. That's why I asked. Oke, gue nanya. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down, the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. It's the first place second of the door facing on the spot. Oh, get a grip is a big step. I know that, but it isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, barely so I won't have to meet the great gaze of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious, ceiling to say hi. And there's a lot of space left around in between the desk. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. A student desk, or just a wooden desk, with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs. Orang-orang ini cewek cowok sih aja. Anjir, waifu. Ini orang-orang cacat semua meeting sih. The student desks are registered with simple vision. The star walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? They feel like we have something wrong with them. Only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little shivering. Hilang yang mana sih? Anjing ini memang gendut. Ini mirip Takara Jiman nih. Takara Jiman. Siapa? Anjing kakinya. This vulnerable tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I do not to just speak halfway through while introducing me to class was a flash of dark hair. I think someone is still looking at me. Grow really long, straight hair that really eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands, as if it will make her invisible. There is one boy with a can leaning against the locker. At the rear of the class is raised so young with a can. Anjing. Tongkat anjing kaki. Another girl seems to be making some weird then since I guess she passes me over the edge of her glasses. Oh ini sih ini dia. I go to wherever she's doing. She's kind of cute. Oh ini langsung dia langsung arah kesini anjing. Sebelum dikit. So is the cheery looking girl with the pink hair sitting next to her, and India. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hand, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. The applause is very silent. Everybody seems to want to be responsible for breaking. The dear soon realizes that he should probably say something. He opens up with some unintelligible noise, shuts up as he loses his momentum and then starts distracting. Everybody seems to be too interested. Ya nomor baru lagi paling gitu. Why should say yes to the substitution thing, probably realizing he doesn't know anything about me. She just end up saying my name wrong again and asked me to write it on the blackboard. I do that and turn back to face the class, feeling awkward. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my guests weep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand, against her other wrist that ends in a bandage stump. It makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so I'll give you a chance to talk with everybody. Is that okay with you? Okay, it's fine. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. Japanese Hanamichi nih. She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? How would I know? The teacher passed out the day assignment and announced that we will be working in group of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is, so this seems to catch my helpless expression. Alright, Hakamichi is right there. Suzune Hakamichi. Oh, ini catatnya apa nih? Kayaknya normal-normal aja deh. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with the bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. Gold? Lebih kayak kuning sih. Gold. I think sit next to her by the window. Kawaii girl. Hey, I guess Hanamichi, ini adanya Hanamichi Sakuragi kali ya. Hakamichi. Says to meet you. Lihat ketawa Shoujo. Ketawa Shoujo. Ketawa. What? I will go good, but I love it. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Nisha. This is Hakamichi. Si Chan. Mana tuh? Oh, dia nih. Tadi. Ini berarti adanya Hanamichi. Okay, Sam pointed to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language, which I before. It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledged my presence, but only barely. She is short, yes, conveniently brushed her hair pair of oil. Said less belt on the tip of that nose and dark blue eyes as to be. Every seconds. Don't click to go and smile, bro. It's nice to meet you. Cute. She immediately looked at Misha with smiles and made a few quick kisses with her hands. Hagamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. So to worry the teacher was specific me saying things like they'll be able to talk to people and will be able to explain things to you. I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was Sichan. Sichan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. Okay, yeah. I'm like an interpreter. She say, it's nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too. Shizune, you're the new students, aren't you? Well, Sichan, of course. He is. If he wasn't, he would be staying up there for no reason, right? We should look at this. We don't know much about him, but maybe we'll find out later. Maybe I should introduce myself after all. Anything will give a better first impression than the teacher's drawn in public with my name. Iya, yang makanya lu gak usah sombong yang tadi. Lu mau kenal diri nggak? Why? Yang sotoy. We know there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon. Hichan, right? Hichan? Yeah, it's it. So kenal banget anjing. Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I never liked that nickname. I don't really see how Hisao Hichan. It fits. You look just like I image. Fuck, man. Don't call me Hichan. I don't even seem to think so. Takamichi taps her finger on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gives her back and forth to each other. Excitedly, their hands are blurred. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. She just wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to look around and familiarize yourself with it. Thanks, that will be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. There's no good so try to learn so much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Oke, masih santuy-santuy perkenalan baru masuk sekolah nih. Ketemu dua orang ini, si Misa sama siapa namanya? Akamichi. I didn't really do that, I just didn't go around to do so, I didn't look for other days, even if I can especially go out with it. But anyway, I didn't say anything, Mrs. Science Sunday that's a shock, what was that? So it was about good. Anjing kerak, telanjang. Ada bego telanjangnya nih, ntar nih telanjang. It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them were smiling, but it struck at me unexpectedly deeply. You look down, are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people run things, by asking. As if life is perfectly normal as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Alright. And another thing, you don't have to call Sichan something so formal like Hanamichi, Sakuragi, or class rep all the time. Just call her Sichan. Okay, maybe that's the question. Maybe Suzune would be more appreciated. Yep, Suzune is fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot or at least both of them seem so friendly. So I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune, who I assume would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shijan will get mad. This assignment is also kind of long. So we should start now. Baru masuk udah tugas anjing. Hey, for the end of our class. Wahaha, that's two. Wahaha mulu anjing. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. Okay. After the class, we can talk or walk around downstairs. It's nice. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in class, but our last starts. Masih ngobrol-ngobrol desa doang anjing, belum ada sesuatu yang perkenalan doang. You're quite different though. The class rep is calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and glorious, not to mention a little more easily distracted. And it was where I felt guilty about that. Teng. Wait for lunch. Don't know. Anjing gambarnya. I don't know what else to do if Michelle was beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We just can't even below the lobby where I met Muto. Ini Kiritsugu. It's like everything in the school, the cafeteria shifts to space and all the more in contrast to classic stories. Big windows open up the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria. Gue masih bingung ini si cewek catatnya apa ada. Masih kelihatan normal aja loh. Her enthusiastic statement of the office makes people stare, but it's also it is a rather long list of medical options, which seems great to realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special dates. So nice that almost feels like I'm back at the college vision. I think something random and falls in the devil's the opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the phone, I would rather not eat. Misa pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at the person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything, we're your guide, so it was I wonder. As was sitting as Dave typing parah banget baru ketemu orang nyanyi tuli apa enggak anjing. Nanti I got everything I need to know. Dan udah ask about the library nih soal perpus kali ya. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? I left that into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Then picks up her smile again. It is in the second floor, I can show it to you sometime. Thanks. We said to the side back for a fair minute later on suddenly glass. Maybe they're talking about secret stuff or something. Naksir kali ya. I quickly noticed the conversation saying is not enough to fill silence. Anjing siapa? Aduh capek, udah Udah dulu dah, abis ini dah. Mager anjir, lanjutinnya besok aja besok. Anjing. Lanjut besok aja. Aduh, thank you. Tapi juga ya live stream ya, anjir. Ngobrol, agak pernah gue ngobrol kayak gini. Ngobrol soal apa? Teh. Gitu-gitu. Live stream anjing gak pernah anjing seumur hidup. Baru kali ini doang live stream anuan. Udah, gue end stream aja lah. Udah, thank you. Udah dadah.